realtor with Coldwell Banker, and I am here with Jim Nolte with Guaranteed Rate Affinity. And today we are discussing keeping your current home as a rental and then upsizing to your next home, because I know a lot of you got really great interest rates when you bought your first home. You'd like to hold on to that. You're not afraid of being a landlord. So let's chat a little bit about how that looks. So Jim, one of the things I've heard is that people are concerned that they'll need 20% down to buy their upgraded house, but that is not the case. How much should buyers plan to have as a down payment if they want to keep their current house as a rental?
Yeah, that can be a common misnomer, but it's not actually a second home. It's a new primary residence for you. Mm-hmm. So the standard requirements apply. So on a conventional loan, the minimum is 3% down. If you're going for a jumbo loan, then you're looking at maybe 10 to 15 to 20% down.
Okay. And if someone wants to use some of the equity in their current home, because people have a lot of equity right now, is that possible? Is there a way that they can do that so they don't have to come up with all of the cash?
Yes, there are at least two different options. The first option, that's probably the least expensive, is actually getting a home equity line of credit on your current residence now. And this is where we want you to prepare ahead of time. It takes you about 30 days to do that. And it's much more difficult to get the home equity line of credit while you're under contract buying the new place versus getting it just in place now, because you can get it in place and it's just a line, so you don't actually have to use it. So let's say you have $200,000 in equity in your property. You go apply for the home equity line of credit. You've got a $200,000 line that sits there. You don't have to make any payments on it. And then when you're ready to buy the new house, you draw that $200,000 out of that property if you wanted to. So that's the one way to use the equity. The other way is using a bridge loan to get to the other house. Now, the bridge loan is used more for if you're actually going to sell your house. So we would recommend that you do the home equity line of credit to use your equity.
Okay. And I would just like to tell people, if you're going somewhere to get a home equity line of credit, make sure that you can use that line of credit for purchase of another property. I know my husband and I were getting a home equity line of credit, and when we were signing the paperwork, they said that it could not be used for purchasing another property, which was a little bit surprising to me that not all of them allow that. We weren't buying another property, but hey, I'm in real estate. You never know when I might want to buy another property. So get that all checked out. And Jim, does your company do home equity lines of credits, or do they need to get those from another lender?
We do home equity lines of credit, and it is case by case for each individual. So we can look at our in-house home equity lines of credit, and then we also help people with their local banks or the bank that they already work with to get the home equity line as well.
Perfect. And then you also have a tool that people can use to look at, to analyze what the rents would look like over a period of years. Can you tell me a little bit about that tool?
Yes. So what we can do is do a little bit of research, and maybe too, find out how much you could rent your house for. Mm-hmm. Then find out a little bit about the mortgage that you have on the property, if any. And then we can do a full cash flow analysis and total net revenue calculation for you. And we've got really nice presentation on that. So you can see year over year how much cash flow you're making on the property and how much profit you're making on the exit of that property if and when you decide to do it.
Fantastic. And one tool that I've used to figure out rents is rentometer.com. Mm-hmm. You can run a few properties for free, and then you have to upgrade to the paid version. But that is one that a property management friend told me about one time that she felt was pretty accurate. So rentometer.com. Great. So if you are thinking about upsizing, maybe that first time home you bought in 2019 or 2020 is feeling a little small after sheltering in place in it for a year, let us know. We can get you in something else, and you can definitely hold on to your current home as a rental. Thanks so much, Jim.
You bet. Thank you, Ladon.